I'm on 4th Avenue in the heart of Kitsilano near McDonald Street. Now in 1968 this area used to be known as Rainbow Road because people sought the good life and good food. Now in 1968, a special date to remember is when the Naam first opened up, and the Naam is a natural, whole food, vegetarian and vegan restaurant open 24 hours a day. Yes, 24 hours a day. So let's go and find out what the Naam has got to offer. I'm going to chat with Glenn Delucas, who's the manager of the Naam. Glenn, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jay.
The Naam's a 24-hour vegetarian vegan restaurant, yeah? Has it always been 24 hours?
No, it turned turned 24 hours. I think it was around 1989.
Yeah.
That was year before I started working here. So when I started working here, it was already 24 hours. So it's 24 hours since '89. I'm not too sure what inspired them to do that. I guess it was just a feeling they had that 24 hours a day people want to get food, and they've pulled it off. And each year it's just getting busier and busier. At night we'll have people here all night, and in the middle of the night, and rushes from I don't know where people come from, but they just come from all over, and this place gets really crazy sometimes. It's quite a place for that 24-hour eating.
Why did the owners set up Naam?
Well, the owners, the original owners, there was owners before the current owners now, which was in the late 60s. It was a fellow named Ron, I believe, and he was also involved with a group of people called the Kirpal Singh.
Was it some kind of spiritual movement?
Yeah, I think it's I don't really know the details. I think it's an offshoot of Sikhism or something like that. And they set up the Naam in the late 60s because they believed in wholesome food and natural foods. And it was actually used to be half a store and half a restaurant. Apparently they had actually these tables here were all built from one table. Wow. There was one long table down the middle of the restaurant, and then the local folks would come in and all sit at the table and have their vegetarian grub, and it was apparently quite the scene here in the late 60s, early 70s for that.
Sounds very much like a community spirit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I think that's part of the reasons why they, were inspired to open the place, to have that meeting place of people that thought and felt the same way about food and living that way.
What kind of crowd does Naam attract?
Wow, you can't pinpoint it. There's so many different types of people that come here. You have families with their kids. You have backpackers on the way through town. You have groups of older people coming in for birthdays. We've had lots of stars in here too. Served quite a handful of stars in here. John Ritter and his wife. Aerosmith was in here too. They used to hang out here, and they loved the scrambled tofu. They would sit around table 17 and eat their tofu, and they wouldn't get any attention at all from anyone. I think that's part of the thing. People come in here, it's kind of they can be anonymous in here. No one gets inundated with hounded or autographs and all sorts of people, young people, old people, all at the same time, middle of the night, same thing. The local police enjoy the Naam as well. They come in, have their meetings here, and it's all it's a great mix of people here all the time.
That's probably why Vancouver police are so laid back, because they're having wonderful vegetarian and vegan food, and they're just kind of chilled out.
At least the vegetarian cops, they're in here eating. But the thing is, it's a lot of the people that come to eat here aren't necessarily vegetarian either. I think it's just that the Naam has a large menu and a lot to offer as far as variety in food. And the people that I've noticed that come here to eat that aren't vegetarian and are skeptical at first are quickly won over by the amount of selection we have from all over we have stuff coming from all different types of food, from everything from pizzas to traditional curries and enchiladas, and there's all sorts of stuff that appeals to anybody here. Even the hardiest meat eater will find something usually that they can enjoy here at the Naam.
So Glenn, you mentioned about Aerosmith, yeah? And yeah, so I'm thinking about music-wise, and I've noticed here you have live music every night here. Yeah. So what kind of bands play here?
Well, it's really a small act, usually one person with a guitar or piano, you know, sort of songs, singing. Sometimes there's this classical music, no words. Actually, there's a harp player comes and plays here sometimes as well. We used to have an old piano over there by the stairs, and but we took that out because it was the late night scene was getting crazy with people wanting to play piano. I want to play piano, and so that got a little bit out of hand. But yeah, nightly music every night, and it's funny, the musicians play here. People are so involved with eating and talking that a lot of times they don't really get any attention, but they expect that when they play here anyway. It's kind of in the background, but it's a nice aesthetic for the evening time between 7 to 10.
Sounds good.
Yeah. A little stage built up there. It's every day. Yeah, got a whole cast of musicians every month.
I've noticed as I walk through the entrance, you've got a whole window full of awards you've won. Yeah, I think one I noticed, I think it was the best meal at 3 a.m.
Yeah, best late night meal. That's true. I mean, there's not many places to go in Vancouver for a full late night meal, I guess. Yeah, we always seem to win the People's Choice for best vegetarian restaurant. And
yeah, I noticed one which was organic for best organic food and best restaurant and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, best organic food. And I know there's a lot of other restaurants out there too that have
awards,
really, you know, good organic, solid organic menus, are strictly organic and even strictly raw. It's but I think it's just our sheer volume and just we're very accessible. That makes us very popular. Yeah.
Looking at the menu here, you've got like appetizers, salads, nachos, light fare, pizzas, soup chili, Dragon Balls. Now, what are Dragon Balls? Tell us about Dragon Balls.
Yeah, they've been a staple here at the Naam for years. They're essentially steamed vegetables with organic brown rice and organic tofu, various sauces there. The Naam Dragon Balls being here the longest. It's the most popular.
So from your menu, what's kind of the most popular dishes you get? What kind of, what's the most popular ones you get? Yeah.
Most popular dishes would be, I'd say, the Dragon Balls, especially the Naam Dragon Ball. The Thai noodles, kind of like a pad Thai dish.
Yeah.
Buddha's Feast as well. That's kind of like your wide range vegetable stir fry on brown rice. And gee, what else? And the enchiladas here as well. They're very popular. The cashew avocado enchilada is quite a very popular rich enchilada with grilled vegetables and guacamole. Yeah, it comes with salad. And we have these newer additions. The platters you can get are baked sesame fries. The sesame fries, I should mention, are probably the most popular thing on the menu. The baked organic potato wedges with our miso gravy.
So do you have any seasonal specials? Because obviously you're in BC and there's a lot of fresh produce grown in BC. So do you get any special seasonal dishes that you stick on the menu which aren't on the menu?
Well, you know what, our menu is solid. It stays pretty much the same all year. We revise it once a year, take off things that maybe aren't doing so well, add some new ideas, and we have a rotating special every night as well. But we're not like the kind of restaurant that'll go seasonally with a seasonal menu. This is the solid menu all year. It stays the same way all year.
Let's walk this way to some nice tasty food. So we're going to sample some food now, yeah?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.